KSMO, Salem.
Here's Stan Stevens talking to Lance McCollum from the rodeo that we're going to be having in town, the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce Rodeo. And Lance has been the contractor for this rodeo. How many years now, Lance?
Well, I was just trying to think of that when you were talking. 6? Is that right?
6 or 7?
7, maybe 2015, I think.
Okay, so let's say 6 years.
6 years.
And you've had the Outlaw Rodeo Productions doing a tremendous job with that. And, of course, you're the stock contractor. And this has been an outstanding rodeo ever since it got started. It just continues to get better, doesn't it?
Yeah, Melba and the guys, they work really, really hard, especially Melba. Man, she really puts a heck of an event together. A lot of money is raised, a lot of added money for the contestants. Labor Day is kind of almost a second Cowboy Christmas in a way because there's so many rodeos going on, so you really got to pump money into the event to get them good cowboys and stuff there. So that's quite an undertaking. They do a good job.
How long have you been doing the Outlaw Rodeo, Lance?
Oh, I've been in 19 years, I guess.
19 years. That means you're not 26.
No, no. I've been part of rodeo since '92 for about 29 years. So, but yeah, I've actually put on rodeos and stuff. Had a partner there for a while, and it was good. And he wanted to do something else. So, but no, I've been doing rodeos, putting on rodeos for 19 years. And
Saturday and Sunday rodeos, is that something normal, or is that something that's kind of unique to the Salem area?
It's kind of unique for around here. Usually it's Friday, Saturday, but since Monday is Labor Day and everybody's off, and there's a lot of rodeos going on that's Friday and Saturday, so Melba decided to go Saturday, Sunday, and of course you got football on Friday night, so we kind of stay away from that. Right. Yeah, our Sunday usually, as contestant-wise, is more on Sunday than it is on Saturday. And so actually, we got the extra weekend day on Monday, so yeah, that Saturday, Sunday is a good deal.
And for a lot of the riders who are in the competitions, that Sunday gives them a chance to earn some points, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. They, like I say, a lot of rodeos are Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so them guys would be rodeoing for about Wednesday or Thursday all the way through Monday. So like I say, it's kind of a, 4th of July weekend, they call it the Cowboy Christmas. To me, this is kind of almost a Easter type for the Cowboys because it's kind of a second holiday, So.
Kind of like an Easter Sunday, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Now, the premise of the rodeo has been pretty much the same. We got the bareback riding, the calf roping, breakaway roping, team roping, bull riding, all your normal rodeo events, but we've got some different things coming on this year, don't we?
Yeah, I think they got Dusty and Rawhide coming in. That's a nice act. I've seen it in the past. He does a really good job with that, with taking, I think it's Longhorn steers and putting them on top of his trailer that he hauls them in. Pretty cool. I think we got calf scramble, too, this weekend for the kiddies. And then I think Blake Skaggs is bringing some mini bulls again. So.
Yep, the mini buckers will be back.
Mini buckers will be back. That was a pretty good hit last year. So.
And the neat thing about it is that our rodeo continues to try and get better every year, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's pretty easy to let stuff get stale. And like Melba and the crew, man, they do a good job with kind of looking around for extra acts and stuff, So to keep it new, keep it fresh.
Right. And for the kids, they're going to have a carnival at 5 o'clock before the rodeo ever gets started.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. That's a heck of a thing, is having something for them kids to come do, kill a little time and hang out. So a lot of vendors. They usually have an awesome amount of vendors there with really cool stuff. It's one of our favorite rodeos. It really is, because we get to kind of hang out. It's just Melba and Dave and them guys do a good job, and so we don't have to do as much work as we usually do, and it's really fun for us to go to Salem. It's one of our favorites for sure.
Lance, tell us how important it is for the rodeo grounds when you've got contestants coming out. They want that rodeo grounds to be just so. You don't want it to be too hard. You don't want it to be too soft. Obviously, you don't want it to be pouring down rain. But you want to be confident in the grounds you're running on, because those horses, they come to a quick stop. They make pivots. They duck and dive. They do what they have to do. And you want to make sure they have good footing, but at the same time that it gives a little bit so that they have that good cushion. Isn't that right?
Oh, you bet. Absolutely. Ground's everything. there's some contestants that don't go to certain rodeos because of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
We always try to make it as fair as we can. A lot of times Mother Nature has a lot to do with that.
Right.
The other night we was at a rodeo. Friday night it was kind of dry and hard. We was spitting water on it, and then we got 2 inches of rain through the night, and then Saturday night was perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was tough, but yeah, your dirt's everything. You know, you want good footing, good traction for them horses, because if it's not deep enough and pretty hard, it soars up a lot of horses and stuff. You know, pretty hard on everybody. You know, the contestants and the horses. You know, so you want it. That pen at Salem's a really, really good pen, but we really got to put a lot of water on Dave and then work really hard on that because it's kind of sandier and it just absorbs that water. Now, as the night goes on, usually that moisture comes to the top and it holds it, you know. But there's a lot of work, a lot of work, and it's very, very, very important, you know. And if you're known for a good ground, boy, you're going to get good contestants too.
And that's the key ingredient to having a successful rodeo. Number one, you want to have the best contestants come to your rodeo, and then you want them to be competitive, and you want everybody enjoying to watch what these people can do. This is not an easy thing to do as a rodeo, is it?
No, it's funny because the good guys always make it look real easy, and it's, you know, like I say, it's tough. There's a lot of things going on that people don't realize. You know, like when you're roping and stuff. You know, I mean, you're controlling your horse, your rope, plus you got a wild calf you're trying to rope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so in the bronc ride, you know, you got to lift on your rein, you got to mark him out, spur him, and this horse is bucking all over the place. You know, there's a lot of little things that add up that go on that people sometimes don't recognize. You know. But it sure is tough.
But that is what makes it kind of fun for the novice who maybe doesn't understand everything about the rodeo, but they want to have a good show, and they come out and of course the music gets them going, and they get a chance to see a cowboy come out and, you know, like you said, chase down somebody, maybe a little steer wrestling out there, and you know, and see what they can do. Because anybody that thinks that this is easy should give it a try, right?
It's tough. Them boys spend a lot of time in a practice pen. I mean, you know, to get your horse right, you know, because if you can get your horses right and they're kind of automatic, well, that's one less factor you don't have to worry about. So now you just got to kind of worry about, you know, and if you're Johnny on the spot with your open, there's another factor kind of out of the way. So really the only factor comes to play is the movement of the calf and stuff. And just because the calf goes this way Friday night or runs good Friday night does not mean you go do that Saturday night. You know, we hope they do,
right?
But it's got its own will. It's going to do what it wants to do. You know, so and that's what makes it rodeo. You know, that's what makes it fun and interesting. You know.
And being a stock contractor, you know, some people have their favorite bulls, and you know they name them, and of course then you know you get somebody out there who obviously is a very experienced bull rider, and they try and ride that bull, and it's a good competition because you know that this person probably has wanted to ride this bull or has ridden them in the past, maybe has won, maybe hasn't. There's always that one-on-one competition with the stock, and I think that's what makes it kind of fun too, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and like I say, these bulls are all the stocks competing. Your bucking horses and your bucking bulls. You know, because at the end of the year when we go to the finals, you know, them guys are going to vote on bucking bull of the year, bucking horse of the year, and then as they're at the finals, they'll also get voted in for bucking bull or bucking horse of the finals. You know, but as bucking bull or bucking horse of the year, you know, they're going all year long, and the contestants are watching them and stuff. So it's yeah, the stock has just as you want them to do good too. That way they get recognized and the guys vote them in. You know, a good honest bucker. You know, some of them guys, them bulls and horses are a little bit eliminators. You really got some swoops and ducks and bullets, maybe a little bit meaner or something. You know, they're not going to like him as much. But yeah, no, they're competing as well. You know, so it makes us look good too when you go to the finals and you win some awards. So. There you go.
As a stock contractor, you really like that. Hey, let me ask you, you know, this is really a community event here in Salem, and it's a fundraiser for the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce, but there are a tremendous amount of sponsors that go into making this rodeo happen, aren't there?
Man, I tell you, if we didn't have, the committees didn't have the sponsors, it just wouldn't go nowhere. You know, that's how they can do different things. have different acts, activities, is sponsors through the community. Yeah, it's everything. I mean, in Salem, just, man, they really back this up, and it shows, and they're proud of it, and we're proud to be a part of it. We're proud that they trust us enough to keep coming back and put on a good event. It's a hand-in-hand thing, you know. If everybody does good, you know, it'll always, I would like to think it always happen, you know. So, the sponsors are everything.
Yeah, and I think Melba said they're going to have a parade of sponsors' flags this year, which I think that'll be, it's a unique thing. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, my daughters take care of, well, I know my two daughters and Melba's been talking a bunch, and then Melba's got a couple girls that's going to help too. But, yeah, we're going to bring a couple extra riding horses to fly them flags. There's so many sponsors, and, you know, we want to recognize them for throwing in all they could and did, you know, the pay back, you know. I mean, that's how it works, you know. And so yeah, no, we're going to have all kinds of flags going in and lift them sponsors up and appreciate them.
Well, I tell you, I can hardly wait for the weekend to get here, and I know with the weather being good, last year I don't think you could have gotten any better weather. That was just about as perfect as it could get.
Yeah.
But it's still going to be. Yeah, I mean, but I think it's still going to be pretty good. I think we're talking, you know, mid to upper 80s. I don't think anybody will complain about that.
As long as it's dry, I won't complain. The last couple of weeks around here, it's been awful hot. But we've been missing the rain or dodging the rain, and so I'll take the heat over that rain and mud.
Okay, I appreciate it. Hey, Lance, thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you and your crew coming in on. Are you going to get here Friday night, or are you going to get here Saturday?
We're going to get here Saturday morning, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, we're going to come in Friday and set up the tents, the buck and shoots and stuff, and then we'll go home and get the stock and then come home or be back in Salem around noon probably or something early, 1 o'clock noon. Anytime I can sleep in my own bed. Especially, you know, we've been busy this summer. It's been great, been blessed, and we sure like sleeping in my own bed if I can, you know. So.
Well, I'll bet you it's a lot better this year than it was last year. And I know last year we were all struggling, and I'm sure you wished you weren't sleeping in your own bed last year. But this year's a whole different story, right?
It's funny how things change, isn't it? You know, it sure is. Yeah, you want to be careful what you push for sometimes.
Absolutely. Well, again, we thank you and your entire staff and the gang that you guys put on a tremendous show. And, of course, without the stock and you guys being there, the rodeo can't happen. So we really thank you for your participation in our rodeo because, again, without you guys, it just doesn't happen.
Well, we appreciate it. Like I say, I'm not just saying that. This is one of our funnest rodeos we go to. We love coming to Salem, so we can't wait to get there. We
love having you here, Lance. Thanks again for bringing your show to us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you have a great day, my friend.
You too, sir.
Thank you. Bye. That's Lance McCullough here at KSMO Radio, 1340 AM, and he and his wonderful Outlaw Rodeo Productions will be here Saturday night, Sunday night, 7:30 out at the Commons, the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce Rodeo, and we hope that you get a chance to get on out there. Again, tickets are available in advance, $8 for adults, $4 for children, 5 to 11 at all the local banks and at the Salem Chamber office right here in Salem. They're in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Now, tickets will be available at the gate, and they're $10 for adults, $5 for children age 5 to 11, and there will be a concession stand and vendors on the ground. So during the rodeo, you got plenty of chances to get a T-shirt or grab something cold or hot to drink, or cold to drink, hot to eat maybe. I don't think you want anything hot to drink. It might be warm enough as it is, but definitely want to check out all the fun that's going to be going on at the Commons Saturday night, Sunday night, 7:30 at the rodeo. Remember, the gates open at 5, and there is a carnival in the barn starting at 5 o'clock. So come on out and enjoy it. Don't forget the halftime show, the Rawhide and Dusty Show. Lance told you about them. The Blake Skaggs Mini Buckers will be back, and the Calf Scramble each night for the kids age 10 and under. That's always fun to watch the kids get out there and chase those calves. It's always a lot of fun. Check it out, the MRPC and the IPRA sanctioned rodeo this Saturday, Sunday night out at the Commons starting at 7:30 each night. Hope to see you there.